Hello, I'm Stephen Mason and welcome to my podcast for Watchers 2. Now I'm pressing play now. Cool. Right, I haven't done a podcast for ages, but I'm not going to try to not rant on too much about podcasts here. I've just recently moved my PlayStation back to the editing room because the last podcast I did was for Freaked and I felt it felt too hollow. So Watchers is just coming across the screen now, Watchers 2 underneath. Unlike the original font on the one where it was probably like it was like all over the place. It's pretty cool. I am sitting on my swizzly chair. Just quick story as the title credits roll up. I stood on my chair to change a VHS and I fell through the chair. I wasn't on camera and it was disastrous. And another reason why I'm filming this, quick story about Watchers. I love Watchers. I've done a podcast for Watchers. I highly tell you guys to watch the podcast for Watchers before this. Watch it, listen to it. Because I had never seen Watchers 2 until recently. I borrowed off my friend Caspar. I also borrowed Dog Soldiers and I haven't heard the end of Dog Soldiers. And I was wanting to do a podcast with Dog Soldiers with Jack and maybe his car because we went to see it out in the forest. I still got Dog Soldiers and he's now wanting Watchers back because it's very rare. It's a double pack from America with Watchers 1 and Watchers 2 in it. And this is based off the novel still. Came out not long after the first one was quite a big hit. 1990, so 2 years, you know, because the first one was a pretty big hit with Corey Haim and you know, it's never been over here. Now there is a couple. I'm sure Mark Hamill is in another one of them. It's approximately on for 1 hour and 37 minutes. That's what you're in for. Now the credits have gone there, and obviously we've got a shutter coming up in blue. I watched this the other night and I really enjoyed it. It is narrow as fuck on a high definition Blu-ray player. You're talking a DVD box either side of the screen. I love the book. Now I like, it's one of those things, like I love the book, and I felt the first movie, it was just a product of the time, you know what I mean, especially capitalization on Corey Haim's fame at the time, and I kind of felt like you know, they catered to him. They lost a lot of stuff. I thought when I read the book, I was like, this is fucking mint. It's like watching Jurassic Park over and over again, and then reading the novel and going, oh my god. So I think this one borrows a lot more from the book. I think it's a little bit more truer. The dog, it almost looks like the same dog. I don't think it would have been, but here we've got level 7 there. Brings in like the security stuff as well. I've only ever seen this once recently, so I will try to just point out what I enjoyed about it. And more visual, because the audio is quite low, so you don't hear it. Einstein. See, the dog's the same. Doesn't really establish what happened to Travis or his mum or Travis's girlfriend, but apparently it's just the same dog. It's like, forget about the first film, even though it's in a double pack. So yeah, as they go down to level 7, Einstein's little cage. But yeah, I loved it in the book how Einstein and the Abomination, they both had very strong personalities. Einstein's very funny, obsessed with Mickey Mouse. A lot of people obsessed with like Mickey Mouse this day and age, like Steamboat Willies and stuff like that. It's popular. Mickey Mouse is 90 this year. Swipe that card. It's like a fucking gift card that doesn't work. Yeah. So yeah, as the government comes. This screams early 90s. Well, it is early 90s. What am I saying? It's screaming. It is fucking early 90s. It's got that low, like just fill audio. A. So yeah, Einstein's quite smart. B. Looks like a massive 8. So even there's like teddy bear, like the Abomination wants his teddy bear and stuff like that in the book. I really enjoyed the book. Like Watchers 2 has it popped up. I can't even remember what video it was recently. It might have been excuse me, I want to take a drink of a Coke. It's a coffee. It's hot. How can I mistake it for Coca-Cola? I think it's when I was at Casper's house. So there we go, going into the red room. I love it. It's nicely lit. And it's quite a big set. I mean, that's like no like cheap little prop as a cage. Get your Polaroid camera out. Definitely dating it now. Yeah. And there we go, we've got Watchers view, which I thought was really cool there. It's obviously borrowing a little bit from the Predator. But I love the colour. I mean, look at that. It just looks class. The clash of red and like the like light blue going on purple. Quite good, of course. She's taking a picture. Don't touch his teddy bear. Getting a little bit too close. Oh, that's right, just stick your head in. You're a federal agent and you're stupid. There goes the, she's probably getting a head break. So like, chucks her out, half her face gone, and then he gets killed. Have that. Nice little neck break. Get off my teddy bear. Again, though, that's what I loved about the book. So she's establishing that she's got a massive friendship with the dog. The character in the book, I think she's more of a recluse in the house. She meets the Travis character because he calls the house or something. You know, it's set over months later. You know, and I think when I was watching this, it just felt like, you know, they took the best of what wasn't used in the book.
Can't teach an old dog new tricks, can you? Do you ever get tired of running him through the IQ test every day?
IQ test every day? It's like, I mean, I think watchers should get a Blu-ray release in the UK. Today I bought Hackers. 88 Films has brought that out, which screams hope for me for Pray the Roll Boys and stuff like that. Now they're starting to dabble a bit, and it comes with a VHS poster. I'm going to do an unboxing after this video, but it's got VHS. You know, they took the time to do something with it, and you know, what to say that this couldn't have a double pack? Look at that man just walking into a lab, lollipop in hand. Recognisable actor, couldn't tell you his name off the top of his head, but he's been in quite a lot of films. Creep. Oh, you fell for that quick, didn't you? That's right, Einstein. Tell him no. Alright. What day is it today? Friday. Woof woof. Flies down there. Again, look at that redness and the blue. I quite like that. Fucking panic stations and all that. But he hasn't fucking dropped his lollipop, has he? 2 agents dead. And the abomination's gone. He's not giving up on that lollipop, like. No panic that the creature's missing. Oh, teddy bear's back on the floor, like. Oh, he's giving his lollipop. Sorry. See, the thing is, I came up tonight and obviously I was up at 5 for work, and I got back and like I was like, right, don't make this podcast. Like, if you listen to this podcast, it's the one after Freaked. But I don't want to talk any about past tense, because for the moment my podcast has been coming out and I've been trying to keep them in order, but it's not happening. Trespass just happened to come out when it was. Hudson Hawk. You know, I like doing the podcast with Hudson Hawk, and guess what? It came out on Blu-ray. You know, but these are taking ages. I'm trying to pace them rather than drop them straight away. So. And there he is. Look at them eyes, man. That is fucking class. That's one of the best bits of the film. You know, typical FBI agents and all that. Big ass glasses on. Yeah, but I think when I get along, I don't think I'm impressed with the suit. I'll talk about the suit in a bit when you see the dog, but them eyes there, I really think that's well done. I mean, it's well filmed, some great shots and stuff. Check out that microchip. Oof, push that in there. Ugh, it's a bit, you know. See the American one, it's not even rated. You know. No rating on it as well. Speaking of a podcast, I actually did listen to the podcast for Backlot Murders. I quite enjoyed the podcast for it. So the podcast, the commentary for the Blu-ray. Another film that got a Blu-ray release after I ranted. Same with Trespass. So yeah, these are I'm doing these commentaries, and then you know, like there's free podcasts I've done for films that I'm saying should come out on Blu-ray, and they fucking have. So yeah, a bit of a banter. I mean, there's a couple of flickings there, but like it's an NTSC import. It's a little bit narrow. It's got some vibrant colours coming through on the red and the blue, like. It's such a dark, creepy voice. I understand. Oh. These medical facilities back in the 90s, man, there's less care. I watched another film recently called Mind Ripper. Again, another film that's just been released on Blu-ray. Again, 88 films. And, you know, it's just these derelict, deserted places and just lack of staff, lack of communication with the outside world, and fucking hell just breaks loose. There's another good track. It's like Escape from New York all over again. So, it's been a long time, like we're still in 10 minutes and we're still in this lab. Mobile phone there. Okay, I mean, look at that. I mean, I've got a right thing at the moment for Velvet Blue. Yeah, this is totally just come out of the 80s. Guys just ran down the hill with a mullet. You can call it an 89. This is the argument I was getting with Casper. Is Tremors an 80 film or a 90s film? Well, it was made in 89 and released in 1990. It's the same with Gremlins 2. You can argue it all you want. Sign of the times. Stay out of the lower level. It's a plot device. Can't you see that guy's eyes? He looks like he's just got fucking sunglasses on. Yeah. Music kicks and the whole gang comes over. Fucking hell. I mean, what's that? 20 people? Again, no interesting camera angles. I mean, look at that. Panning upwards. Showing some guy coming down. Just got that 90s, like. You know, like John Carpenter's music sort of ended at the end of the 80s, and this is what we got. Jesus Christ, how fast are they talking? I haven't sped this up. Monkeys and the cats. How did they kidnap and kill them all? That didn't sound like a monkey, that sounded like a fucking squeaky toy. See, Einstein's escaped. Yeah, fucking guinea pigs, rabbits. Smoky blue. Rectangle. Einstein's on the loose. It could possibly be the same dog. He's on the run there, like he knows there's danger going down. I know. No animals were harmed during this production. Cops there got there quick, like, didn't they? Sort of pulling a trap as he's down in the basement, isn't he? Tuning to all Herbert West.
We'll take you someplace safe. We'll get you out of here. Won't let them get to you. What the hell are you doing here?
That is that baseball bat. Oof, that wasn't, but the baseball bat was terrible. Wow. That was a bit. What was that? That was fucking brilliant. I highly recommend everyone to buy that film just for that bit. What was that? His fucking face. And now they're sticking their heads in the rabbit hole. We've got Predator. How could they not see it? He's took out 4 of them. This film is good. I'm enjoying this. What was that? He's on the floor with his tranquilizer gun. I saw one guy just baseball batted him. And fucking just ripped the fuck out of them. Don't you stick your head in the hole. It's only 40 minutes in and 4 people, like, hang on, 6 people have died by putting their heads in the hole. Don't put your head in the hole. Oh, look, he's gonna torch a place. Oh, he's gonna burn everyone. Burn. I told you to stay out of the basement. So far this is a very red and blue movie. Torch it. He's going to torch it. I was going to say I can't hear any sound effects of the fire there. Like run. Oh, practical fire. Give it credit for that. Practical fire. Practical explosion. Looks a bit minified like, but yeah. Fade to black. Never seen an Einstein is right on the loose. So in the book, the original Travis character, who this guy I think is more based off, does have the military background. This guy I kind of like, seeing him like goes, oh yeah, that's well you draw because like sorry, bleh. Being used to Corey Haim playing the Travis character, and when you read the book, and the Travis character is a lot older in former military. This is more like, to me, like how I imagine him being a bit like sharp cut hair, you know, like slightly build. You know, he's meant to be under arrest, and he's obviously, I don't know what he's drinking in the car there, but he goes in the woods and he's lost for life. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's got no purpose in life, and he's, you know, it's borderline suicide. And who would run over a dog, man? Especially when you're on a fucking military thing. What's that about? But anyway, to be honest with you, that's quite a lazy writing. A guy just went flying out the Jeep, though. That isn't a lazy stunt guy, that's for sure. But anyway, you know, he's lost for life, and the dog gives him the will to live, and you know, his instincts are fighting in. That's how it's, you know, it takes months for there to be a fucking monster dog human fight at the end. No Michael Ironside with his fucking creepy eyes. So yeah, it's more of a character there. And obviously, does the creature turn up quite quickly? Yeah, the creature's quite firm straight away. So if I'm ranting on, you don't know the story about Watchers in the original movie, which this movie also just pretty much remakes the storyline. Dog escapes military police, which we only see for an explosion, a miniature explosion at the start of the movie. After that, it's all on the run. We've spent nearly 20 minutes in the facility, which is obviously different at the start of this movie. But the dog goes on the run, and everywhere the dog goes, the abomination goes. So like everywhere Corey Haim goes to school, people get killed. Everyone's pretty stupid. Like I think that both the police guys get killed in the boiler room by going up the same ladder, if I remember correctly. Don't go up there. And all of a sudden, the twist, because of Hollywood, Michael Ironside is the third experiment. They made the perfect human, so this sort of discards that, and the guy's helmet just went rolling down the hill. So there is someone out there, and there's a guy dead. Two guys dead. He's in the Jeep. It's pretty dark here. Did you not see that guy fly out the Jeep? He went flying. I was talking today as well, just where the dog picked on it. I said the dog's showing how smart he is. He's going to get the keys. The guy is handcuffed. So he's handcuffed, but he's drinking. So we got predator mode. This whole Article 13 has come up at the moment. Everyone's talking about copyright content. I've had a copyright strike against the Lost Boys one. And like, I'm watching a movie. Yes, I've borrowed this one. I mean, I would own it if I could. Like, if I see it, I'm going to buy it. Especially if I see it on VHS, definitely. I mean, I think it may have got a very, very limited release, but I'm not sure. But everyone's got about the copyright. I'm watching films, enjoy films. I'm surrounded by films. I work in films. I make films. And the eyes are gone. Fucking hell. And there we are. There's the first scene of the creature. Just jumps out. Peekaboo. Now it looks weird. First reveal there, it's like, what the fuck? It jumps off. Definitely a guy in a suit, but we'll talk about more of the effect of it. But yeah, everyone's going about the copyright content, and I'm just like, well, you know, if you're making money off someone else's copyright, then yeah, you should kind of be worried, I think. You know, if like, say for example, yes, there's creativity and you made a video by turning it around, cutting out some frames or whatever, then yeah. But freedom of speech and stuff is something that I'm watching a film and I'm enjoying it. I recommend buying this film, especially if you like your horror films, but I don't want to go on about Article 213. Article 213, I've only briefly just been getting into it. So the mad scientist is still alive. You just listen to me, not watching the movie. He's in his car. It's out the road. There's more cops going around. 20 minutes in. So it's actually 1 hour 7 minutes. No, 70. 1 hour 70 minutes. Yeah. Friday night. A whole Back to the Future thing there. Hide it behind the fucking coming soon land convention. Take a piss, why don't you? So he goes in the room. Kind of reminds us in this army suit, you know, he's in like the white, black and like blue. He's like, you know, you're not your traditional army colours you normally see. So he knocks on his ex-wife's door. I want to point the obvious out. She looks like she's got a massive tit erection. Wow. Haven't seen you for ages. Just going to barge in your house with a dog. You haven't seen us. She got smacked in the face with the door. I don't think it's the same dog. They don't call them golden retrievers for nothing, you know what I mean?
Get off the furniture. Nobody, I'll be right up.
Who is it? Nobody. It's my husband. Do you want to pre-warn the guy upstairs? It's going to be awkward.
It's really nice of you to just drop by like this. But you can't stay, you know. You know, I slept long enough when I was married to you.
We're not going to have this conversation again, are we, Sarah? If we had any other place to go. Something happened tonight. Something happened.
Don't night you serious. Something happened tonight.
I swear you'll never see me again, okay?
What are you up to, Paul? You didn't break out, did you? You some kind of fugitive now?
It was an accident.
See again though the story, sorry I was just like watching, I was trying to remember, it's like he's the relationship that was in the book, you know, but the twist is it's the ex and all that kind of stuff and he's not called Travis. But it's still Einstein, you know. You could have changed Einstein's name. I don't know what you would call it too, but you know.
Don't bother about that. Why don't you get the dog some wood, okay?
Total like, right, we're going to cast their boyfriend. Nah. Just get the producer will just be like, I'll just fucking shout it off camera, like in the ADR. I think that's it. Who's a boyfriend? Nobody. It's the voice. It's an extra voice. Couldn't be the director. So again, this does feel like it's a Canadian-based movie. Blazer. We're on chapter 6 of 22. There's a bit of, you know, 80 synth. Is he out there? Has he got a mobile phone? No, he's not. I thought he was looking down trying to get a signal there. I was getting, no, it's way too early for that. But he's, obviously the eyes, something carried over from the films. Can't stand people looking at him, can't stand looking at myself, come out the eyes.
My name's Martha White. I work here.
Not anymore.
Subtle.
Oh my God.
Place is gutted. Some animal rights freaks broke in last night.
Was anyone hurt?
It's too early to tell. We're gonna be sifting through.
He's like glowing orange. I can't think. There is so, like that literally looks. This looks like it was filmed at night, and the fucking orange light is just focused straight on their face. So it's set on 95 miles from Los Angeles, so I was fucking well away from Canada, and there's a poor sheep being fucking mutilated. That's grim.
San Bernardino Police. Sarah Ferguson.
Saying that though,
What you are
you can, like, from Canada, get that straight coast road down, like, it's a long drive, like. Again, borrowing from the first movie, good cop, bad cop, well, you know, two cops turn up. Which was a lot in the original book as well. I kind of like forgot about one of the characters now. I really want to read the book. As I'm talking about this, I'm gonna be perfectly honest about this. I have struggled reading now for about 6 months. I think I've been reading the same book for about a year. And it's called Midnight, and it's Dean Koontz. Screams the 80s. It's a story about a small town, small cove, and basically there's people getting converted into werewolves, but like shadow werewolves. And you know, there's a girl on the run. There's this girl come to find her sister who gets mauled to death at the start of the book. There's the FBI agent in town, and the cops in on it, and there's a weird experiment going on there, and it's an old book. I've just struggled. I just really have struggled to read, time to read, writing stuff. I've struggled. I'm struggling now to even do podcasts. You know, I've really had to wait around and go, right, I've got an hour and a half to sit down and have a good crack about the film. Just for anyone in the world to listen to. No shout out to anyone, just. And I've picked a film that, you know, not many people can watch, but I'm the only person to do a commentary by the looks of it. So yeah. It's not like I'm jumping on and doing a podcast of Bad Boys 2, or let's do one for Jumanji. Let's do American Werewolf in London, which I released today. Fast forward reviews. Sorry, this chair. Honestly, my chair might as well just be a fucking Komodo now, like. Put a bucket underneath, you can just sit and shit on it. The entire chair just broke. What the fuck was that? Oh, the music's kicked in. Again with this orangey glowy light. Sort of sunglass wearers in this place, like. Got a message before, got asked to go out for a pint. They said they'd be there at 6:30. 28 minutes past 6. And I have an hour, so if you're still there in an hour, I might go for a pint. Do you know, she's got a convertible, she's got the roof down, she's coming out of the house, and he's happened to hide in the back seat with a quilt over him. Why don't you just put the convertible roof up? So, oh yeah, it's definitely 80s, 90s. Wear pants and then wear your thong over your pants. The dog. I just walked over and pissed on her car. And in the book, the dog's obsessed with Mickey the Mouse and all that. It's quite funny. It really shows the dog's sense of humour. Oh, gymnastics galore here. Wow. Colourful. And then the dog's just driving in the background. The music's playing, they're watching the girls just against the dog. Look at that, man, that's hilarious. Shut up, phone. The dog, and then he just appears, yeah. So the dogs just drove. It's done well, it's funny way, you know. I think the lead actor's done a good job. Then now he puts the fucking convertible roof up as it's raining. And he's quite a funny thing as well, because the guy goes, right, I'll swap the car. He's just about to put the roof out. I'll swap with you, yeah? Straight swap. And he swaps it for even trade of his ex-wife's car. And the truck he's getting is the same kind of truck that Travis, Corey Haim, has in the original movie. It's battered as fuck, it's blue, but you know, it's the same kind of truck. Oh, let's get a photo. I've just got. Ooh! Let's just see the confirmed artwork. Excuse me, my arty farty. I might need a poo poo. You don't really need to know that, but you know. So his wife gets the whole drilling, like his mum does in the original movie. She, the burn, so kind of lazy writing, you know. He seems to have like, you know, the whole good cop, bad cop, good cop kind of crack. Why'd you let him go? Well, he's my son. Well, he's my husband. So, yeah. I'm quiet there, sorry, I've got my coffee in my chest. Oh my god. I will put my phone on silent, I do apologise. She strokes a wedding photo. Chapter 8. They stare out the window. I love that. I love shots of blinds casting shadows over faces. Now he orders the pizza. No, it's not the pizza. Dog hangs up. Clever dog. You hang up. See, the thing is, right, I'm not like, I prefer a phone plugged in, and I'm looking for a phone just to plug in the wall, right? So my phone rings, which not really, because I changed my house phone number. I've got it for the internet and stuff like that, but I've got a house phone, right? And every time I go to use the house phone, it's flat because A, I can't fucking find it. B, I've picked it up, left it somewhere, and it's like, right, oh, hang on, and like, your heart, like, I don't know, just bitching about fucking how good a fucking wide phone was, you know, your landline. He understands. So this is where they're going to catch up. One bark for one. Oh, oh. That's two barks, Stephen. You know, yes, no. But order a pizza. Little film grain there. Little couple of burn marks. But as I said, these are both on the same disc. No extra features. I'll shut the fuck up. Hang on, right. Special features. Full screen version. Nope. 2.2 surround sound. English. Scene selection. Not rated. Not rated. So, just having a look if there's any connection. Except for it being Dinar Kunder's. No, there's no. Yeah, tell you what's really, really weird, though. Wow, that's really weird. So, in production association with the Canadian Entertainment Investors of Number 2 and Company Limited Partnership, Watchers, Barbara Wilson's, also starring Michael Ironside, La La, music by Joel Goldsmith. There's no mention of Corey Haim in the back credits. Even on Watchers 2, it's got the full credits, and Corey Haim does have Corey Haim, the Lost Boys, stars as Travis, but you know. Inside though, just have a little bit of an artwork, double flipped over card, and that's pretty cool because it's got the cover and it's got the man and his wife on there, shotgun armed. And it's got a, well, it looks like a cyborg. You only see one eye. But we haven't seen the creature I would talk about. Play guess what? Ashtray. So he's got a white ashtray. He's got a white toilet paper. He's got a white tea towel. Oh, he's gone for the lampshade now.
Wait. Right. I have before me 6 objects. What do they have in common?
The white.
They're all found in a cheesy motel.
I wish we had cheesy motels around here, man.
They're all fairly ordinary.
I went to stay in a hotel not long ago. Just Newcastle because I couldn't be asked to come all the way home. And because the taxi can be about like 35 quid. You know what I mean? And I was just like, oh yeah, hotel's real 110 quid. Fucking hell, man. People just need a place to stay.
Genius, there seem to be about 200-300 whites here. You want me to call them all?
Dr. White or whatever he's on for. So we've got an hour left, and so far everyone on the base is annihilated except for the doctor. We've just briefly seen the woman that they're trying to find now, who was the trainer. He's been on the run, met back up with his ex-wife, White Barbara,
On San Pedro?
on San Pedro.
All right. 1 bark for yes, 2 barks for no. You got it?
Wolf.
You want me to call Barbara White?
It's all like back and forth shot though. There's no like overall coverage. Back to him, back to the dog. Close up the dog. She's gonna ring Barbara White.
It's crazy.
I've just heard fucking Milo jump from somewhere.
Alright, already. That means some goddamn lunch to you.
Lost Dog. So she's sitting there watching Lost Dog. It's an amazing apartment. Look at the window, man. It's huge.
It's ringing.
I have no idea what my cat's doing.
Yeah. Hi, I'd like to speak to Barbara White, please. Oh, hi.
X-Directory. What if she was X-Directory?
Oh, yes.
What, is this some kind of joke?
Listen, I've got this, this retriever, and he indicated that I should
So the dog's super intelligent. The dog tells her phone, Einstein.
Einstein?
I hear him. Are you one of those animals?
Just like that. No like mystery. You know, she's in the phone book, just ring her. Once we settle that barrier between dog and man, you just need to ring Barbara White in the phone book. So yeah.
7-3.
So yeah. No explanation if it is the same dog, but the same dog's called Einstein, so yeah.
Okay, well, can I come pick him up?
Yeah, sure, I'll tell you how to get here.
Now he wants to go.
Or, I could bring him out to you. You can,
He's on the run and he's volunteering to go and take the dog to her.
or, how about tonight?
Great, tonight's great. My address is 600.
We should know that. It's in the phone book. But he knows the address. Why is he writing it down for?
Well, it'll take me a while, I guess. I'll see you in a couple hours.
Fine, see you soon. Thank you.
Okay, drive 2 hours like. wasting time. That was a fucking quick pizza, mind.
Yeah, who is it? You ordered pizza.
Turning up smoking a cigarette, posing like a fucking model shoot.
Nice. Pay for it.
Even the blues again, man. Bubble bath and blue. Oh, that's right, she gets killed. Ah, the ex-wife gets killed. He's fucking killed in the bathtub. So wearing a wedding ring as well. They got that negative invert of colour. It's pretty cool. Thinking about a wedding ring, taking it off, tits out. Love, does she still love him? Some brain on your door. See, that's it. As I remember now, like, I'm disappointed on the creature effect. Yeah, I've got the whole predator mode going on. Pretty cool that I've done that. Even though you're going to a hot bath, you wouldn't leave the fucking door open, would you, on the balcony? Stealthy shadow in the background. Going for the old peekaboo attack. Oh, see, there we go, man. Every time there's a takeaway in a film, and I always go, right, I eat noodles, mate. The worms. What do you mean, the worms? Yeah, she's about to get killed, like. Do. Bill Spence hanging a bit, like, just for a bit of a shock here. Take, alright, let's borrow a bit from Nightmare on Elm Street. Yep, a hand right on top of the head, get in there. There we go, there's the creature there. So, he's bald. He looks more like the sewer monster that they find in the early episodes of Resident Evil, X-Files, you know, the one stuck in a sewage pipe. The Abomination's obviously a cross between like a baboon and look at that, I mean, it just looks like, I mean, it knows what it is, but it's almost like the creature from the Black Lagoon. Just fuck that place up, look at that, man. Wait, why are you shocked? You see all the blood in the wall. Why are you now shocked looking in the bathtub? Why are you shocked for? She was obviously going to be... Oh, I forgot. The head's in the toilet. Yeah. I wouldn't be so shocked if I seen that much blood. You're bound to find the body somewhere. Mother of God. Whoa. This random girl. see, another crooked fucking landlord.
Hey, you just got here. Didn't you like the decor?
So like in the first movie he's got the creepy the dog thing.
You gotta pay extra for pets. Send me a bill.
That didn't look too wrong, did it? Yeah, I've just spent like a couple of hours in a hotel room with a pet. So yeah, again that happens in the first movie. Extra for dogs. This kid. So I just had boobies in the bathroom, but I have more boobies with this pink unveiling. I mean, he looks so young. He looks super young. His fucking eyes are bright blue, mind. Creatures attacked again. That's a cool shot. Really cool, quirky reflection of the neon signs. Searching for the neon lights, Scott. And then the doctor's there. Getting fucking nippy as well, like. But they've been just totally butchered, them too, very quickly. No suspense, like literally going from the suspense that was just in the bathroom like 5 minutes ago. Oh, it's taking out the fucking. Having a pillow attack.
You quiet down in there. There's people trying to sleep.
Yeah, but the whole like, you know, the suspense building up to kill the woman in the bathtub, just jump in there through the window, both dead in instant seconds. Well, the doctor finds him quick enough because the doctor's got a tracking device.
I'm sorry too.
Gets shot by a tranquilizer gun. But see, that's the humanisation it tries to bring. It's got that weird in Dr. Frankenstein, father-son kind of thing. I just, like, there's no hair on the creature. It's meant to be some kind of hybrid baboon.
Someplace safe. Don't let anyone hurt you.
So I don't know what that's even meant to be. It's a cross between the guy who fucking gets fucking acid all over him in the fucking RoboCop film to that creature from the X-Files. It's almost like they made a suit, goes, that's a mint suit, and then someone stood too close to the fire, burnt the suit off, burnt all the hair and burnt the suit and went, well, fuck it, we need to make the film. And even then, it's like, it's just fucking cheap from the first movie. It's like, yeah, okay. We started off well and we're slowly progressing down to like, you've seen this before. But again, it's almost like a remake. You know what I mean? There's no mention of the original movie. You know what I mean? Einstein's Einstein. It's almost like it's Watchers, but it's a remake. Even though at the time Corey Haim was a massive star, but at the time he was a bit of a reclusive candidate. I think he was in rehab at the time. But again, it's a case of like, you know, the doctor's recognisable, but that's about it.
Yeah, Haim. The guy that found your dog.
This guy's got a lot of traits like Kevin Bacon as well, mannerisms. Random homeless guy. Fucking creepy apartment block. Saying that window she was sitting in before was huge.
Well, it's late.
I don't know why he's creeping like against the wall. Creep.
Take care of kings. You're a special guy.
The dog's a sex pest. He's just fucking dragged him in. That you're right, used two are together. But that's what happens in the book. You know, the dog's very like, right, you two need to be together. You need each other. He's on suicide and you haven't left the house in fucking months. You know, like, yeah, just give it a go. So we're on chapter 11 of 22, halfway through the movie. Less than an hour to go though, so it was weird last night. I remember I've been watching the new special edition of Escape from New York, and why she got like 6 canes up against the wall, that's random. And one of the chapters is massively long. There's a whole map. I think it's like chapter 6 is huge. I was trying to skip back to where I fell asleep. I was like, fucking big gap, mind. Good old fur face. Dun, 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 dun. Probably get a copyright for that. Dun, 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 dun. A grisly murder. So he sits down after all his driving, and just as he sits down, he randomly finds out his wife is dead. It's like, he's a wanted suspect. No, there's that hotel. I've never seen that before. Put your glasses on and double check him. Fucking hell, did you see that map there? That was like, it would definitely look like it came down from Canada, went right and then back to Los Angeles. So where the fuck she lived to be like 2 hours away? I don't know, God knows. I watch wrestling all my life, and all these names, and all these places, and it's still pretty cool to play on a WWE game now, and obviously it's got Newcastle, England on as a venue and all that, and all the different ratios of venues. But then you look at an American map and you go, fucking hell, I didn't realise it was all over there. So you fucking hell, must do some travelling. So that is Einstein. Again, typing. This is something they used in the first movie, again. So Einstein's starting to type. The computer was just actually on, on DOS from the type away. Yeah, it's definitely got Kevin Bacon mannerisms. Like, it is getting pretty cold up here. It's getting kind of funny. You can hear my neighbour through the wall, and they're from LA. That thing in the desert. The Oxcom? Oh, the Outsider. Outsider. Now, is outsider a word? I don't think it is. Missing the E, as he just missed the E. He's missed the E again. So anyway, that's a clever insight there. Like, the dog can spell, but he doesn't use E. Oh no, he does there. You hate me. So like, this completely baffles my theory of why killer, outsider and killer was missing the E. I don't know. So this film's really like quite slowed down again. It's a sad thing when I was watching it. I just think it gives a lot more to where the book was with the character, especially this bit here. There's a lot of stuff. I think in the book it's all like the dog can put his paw on for a letter. The letter goes on the floor and he moves the words. Because I think when the book was read, obviously they don't think they had computers. Yeah, we're about coming up the hour mark now. I didn't realise it was an hour 40 minute, like. It's coming. It's coming. Oh, back to red. It's not coming anywhere. He's operating on it. Now, if he's operating on it, it means it's back at his lab. See, yeah, that there, to me, it looks a hybrid of the Predator and a creature from the Black Lagoon. It's mouse all. I don't know. It almost looks like a different fucking suit. That.
Where the hell did you think you were going?
Well, he's got a bit of hair on that. They say it doesn't have that big like jaw did have in the first one. Did he make the noises? Like the noises in the first one were proper like class. It's like a fucking hairy fucking Bigfoot on the loose. This thing looks like something like fucking Doctor Who and the fucking Zorongs or whatever it is.
The outsiders. No. That was just some paranoid stories. Where the hell did you get that idea?
I'm gonna sneeze, just to warn you.
Killing machine.
Right, I will apologise. Very unprofessional of me. I'm standing up and I'm just going to dip myself out the editing room. I'm not going too far. Still here. Still with us. Just 2 seconds. Back. Seriously, guys, I just need. Oh, that's better. Just put me fleece on it, freezing. So yeah. You go, I stay. You go, I go. Let's go somewhere and end up eating that pencil, isn't it? I've got a lot of messages to reply to after this podcast. That computer was at a very good height for the dog, like, when I'm sitting thinking about that there. Sarah. Talking about his wife. Yeah. Right, we're about to hit the hour mark of this movie. At chapter 13, so. Let's say it's been a while. I mean, I do want to speed up the podcast. I mean, there's a lot. I mean, when I released Hudson Hawk the other day, I had a look. I was like, there must be like 10 between that podcast and the podcast I'm recording right now. As I say, I'm trying not to talk anything about going in my personal life or, you know, like any other podcasts in past tense or whatever like that, because I want you to be able to listen to these, you know, and pick up and stuff, whatever. You know, I'm just ranting on, just filling in the gap. I do want more guests to come along, because Jack, who obviously did the free podcast with us, Jack is about to become another father again. Want to get father again, for the third little sharp. And Jack's moved away, and recently me and Jack have just been spending time either filming in graveyards or the Robin Hood tree, or Jack just randomly appears, and it's just like, right, oh, I'm only here for like an hour. So the last thing we filmed was the Holy Bible too. Just don't have enough for a podcast, you know what I mean? But I don't want to commit to something which if he wants to land for a podcast and he lands, do you know what I mean? So I don't know what that was. There's something creeping behind us. So chapter 14, some quick, the beast. See again, you know, yeah, creature from the X-Files, creature from Doctor Who. You know, I think if that was hairy, it would look better. But again, it's show more relation between like a father figure, which we didn't get in the first movie.
Teach you two to work together.
That face is just fucking weird with the teeth, man.
You shouldn't hate the dog. The dog is part of you.
So yeah, even when saying the dog was part, they're meant to be like genetically. I mean, all the dogs could be just called Einstein, but and oh, chicken wing, the fuck there, man. That was a massive chicken wing. She's got the long-haired hair. I mean, it looks like Castle Freak. Looks like Freak. You're dead. See, there's just no way. Like, if that was gone back to the lab where it was originally at, right? There's fucking no way now that this creature should be able to find them. Fucking miles away. But again, it's what happens in the book. It takes months. If this film was the way it was, and they used the creature from the first movie, it'd be a good film. You know, I think it's better than the first. I think the film's better than the first movie, but I don't think the creature is. Trying to work what's going on here. They've just drove to a random big house in the middle of fucking nowhere. Keep hearing that fucking bird going. Wah. But again, with the podcast, I like doing 90s movies. Like, seriously, so I love 90s movies. Oh, don't forget the tracking device. I don't know what the fuck. Right, now I'll shut up. So they've basically gone to the doctor's house. That's where the doctor was, in his basement. Okay, makes sense now. So the whole movie, when they're trying to get away, they've just got a big fucking circle. Yeah, because the creature's here. So it looks like the creature on the Bat Lagoon. Right, so he couldn't break down the door, so he just broke down the fucking wall instead. Or both sides. And then goes the door finally. He's like, here's the creature. He even walks like he's been electrocuted. I don't know what's going on here. You went a speedy getaway and you... Oh, don't pick at it. It's not a bad film. So we're coming up just half an hour left, keeping in end credits, I imagine. I'm enjoying it. I am knackered. I will apologise. Good old payphone scenes of films. It's a dying art now, isn't it? When I was doing the Prepping the True Romance video. And I totally, I'm sure that is the Indian shop owner from Loaded Weapon 1. I'm sure it is. Anyway, trying to find a phone box. And I give up looking, right? I give the fuck up looking. And if you watch me video for not another cover of the thing, like I'm in the phone box, specifically because in York there was this big phone box. And I'd been out with my friend Mick and his wife and my friend Britton. Were walking back to Mick's house, and I was like, this guy is really must be really what am I talking about, really rich. That's rich basically, right? As a phone box in his fucking front yard. It's like an old fashioned like London one. you know, proper painted bright red. And I was like, I'm sure if I knocked on that guy's door, went, he's the crack, can I film it? He probably would have went, yeah. I mean, probably knows Mick, but it was on Mick Street as well. I was just like, you know, didn't think about looking in someone's fucking garden for a phone box. So anyway, it's a flashback as they watch some doctor's tapes. Shows you the psychic bond factor. No fucking third experiment. I don't know much about the third, and I think there's four. I think there's four. There maybe even five. You know, because they were definitely popular. It was more in America, not over here. But I've definitely seen a front cover of like a shocked woman's face. It almost looks like the Scream cover, I think. But this explains in video mode the connection between it. You know, rather than Michael Ironside going, oh, the dog follows this way, that, the other, and I'm the third experiment. Like, how does that work, Michael? Hello, right, okay. A little bit of a jump. There's a first for everything. It's the first time I had to stop recording a podcast to go to the toilet. Wow. I was looking at it and going, right, we've got 20 minutes left. We're going into the final act. Paused everything, ran downstairs. Wow. It was like the scene from Dumb and Dumb. I was like, I want to run back upstairs, and before like PlayStation went on standby, the camera went on standby, I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. So any out of frame time for the next 20 minutes. I do apologise, but I'm back. So where were we before that? Yeah, he's doing his best Kevin Bacon impression. They basically discovered what the creature is, and it's kill or be killed, basically. This new love interest fully on the go. Yeah. It's going to put my phone on charge. I was on chapter 15. They made a plan. Like they do in the book, you know, I mean, life on the run kind of thing with the creature. As I say, it takes months because the creature, like, basically runs all the backlands and all that to get to the dog. Very soft spoken like Mr. Bacon as well. He must be called Mark Singer, Tracy Snoggins, Jonathan Farwell, produced by Roger Corman. Saying that though, on the back of the box it's a universal release. It's region 1 as well, which is awesome to know, because that is definitely the Indian guy from Loaded Weapon 1. I am going to fucking, like, that's not me just going, hey, look. Oh, see, it's playing peekaboo. I need to IMDb this. Safest way to do this is obviously go to IMDb, find Watchers 2. Actually, he's saying that he's in a wheelchair. I mean, Jesus, there's note on them shoulders. Like, what do you want to buy? It's just like, Jesus. Playing hide and seek with the creature. I mean, like, you know, he's in a wheelchair going around. I just think, that's. Come on, pick on better scenarios than that, man. Let's have a look. What are we looking for? Watchers 2. I think Casper's going to be so happy that he can have his Watchers back, like. So the one I was thinking of, the one with the eyes over there, with Mark Hamill is Watchers 4. It's made 1998 Watchers 4. Oh, there you go. Just fucking craziness. It's totally turned into Castle Freak. It's totally gone like. Look at that, he's drinking a fucking beer like Stone Cold Steve Austin. Oh, after another teddy bear. It's a Care Bear. Oh, it's a knockoff Care Bear by the looks of it. So Mark Singer, wow, he's aged. Jesus. Wow, so is Tracy Snoggins. Let's have a look at the full cast. Outsider was Thomas W. Postar. Watson, MP, Bell, Watson, Jeff. Of course, there's a Jeff. Lead professor is Jeff. Is that the house phone ringing? Oh my god, this is not happening! Right, I do apologise, I'm back. House phone rings when it's my family in New Zealand ringing us. And it wasn't even that, it was like, hello. I was like, hello. Yeah. Oh, was a call sales get made. Goodbye. Don't ring again. You ring us up, we don't even know what you're fucking selling. I was like, gee. So yeah, first interruption of the phone call, first poo, break. Not a continued podcast. There's the creep. He's out on the drink. Hanging out with some homeless guys. Don't touch the teddy, man. Just fucking up and cut his head, stroke him. Chucked him into the fire. Don't touch his teddy. Well, it's great to come back to do the podcast and be gooned. You know. It's a massive apartment, like.
In the Middle East, in local headlines, scandal at City Hall. Smog levels reach record highs and 2 more savage Southland murders take place in Glendale and in downtown.
Oh, red dot. Danger. That's one big fucking gun just to get out of nowhere, like. I'm going to war. Oh, it's still quite early on. Oh, that's right. I was looking for the guy. The guy in the one. Let's have a look. Security guard, detective, policeman, Hope motel clerk, boy at the motel, still got bright blue eyes. Woman at the hotel, anchor man, window, gang kid, bad lady, Einstein, Dicky. Tom Pope is the voice of the outsider. Jason on credit. Convenience store clerk Dan Sinsun, I think I have to say his name completely wrong, is in Loaded Weapon 1. It's the same guy. Get in. Get in. He's been in 5 films. I could pinpoint him to one. So Josh and Sam, Loaded Weapon 1, Hooperman and Watchers 2. Excellent. That's not just me being racist and just saying, I looked at the guy from here. It is the guy. Anyway. There's that broken down van again with a button. Yeah, it's nothing conspicuous about you, man. You're walking around with a tracking piece of fucking dirty Mac on, like you're about to flash somebody and fucking holding a gun. It's even got the whole army march going on. Right, you're that close to it, right? You would put that away and you would just look for it, considering it's just a red dot. So it's going down. So with the last 15 minutes of the movie, we've got to an oil station. Right, why do you need to kick that over? You could clearly see around both sides of it. Realisation that the tracking beacon Or he could be in the sewers. The LA. I never seen that in LA. I mean, I'm probably drove over it, but that whole vast thing where they did the stuff like the Limp Biscuits and where did they land the space shuttle at? It's not Armageddon, is it? When they land the spaceship down there? Something like that, but it's more the case of I never seen that bit. Go and look. Nothing suspicious about a guy running into the sewer with a massive assault rifle. It's not a shotgun. It's like a massive assault rifle. Yeah, going with the shadows. A fucking shopping trolley, of course, in there. Looking past the darkness, use the flash of your torch. You're not going to surprise anybody if you're walking with a massive torch on top of your gun and you're going to go around a corner. See, it's going to be one of those movies where it's going to go like very fast. Yeah. Nice use of light, like. I did miss where he got the shotgun from. Well, the gun from, like. But yeah, he's looking for him because he was down there hanging on the homeless people only. Excuse me. I'm trying to work out what I must have just sellotaped the torch to it. Needs a realisation. He's found a little camp. Biscuits, crackers. It's teddy bear. Don't mess with a teddy bear. There again with that army little drum roll, military bit. Right, okay, now you take. Put down the tracking thing. It's a red dot. It's not like just. It's going to creep up behind him, isn't it? You've got the tracking beacon which says direction and you're walking backwards. No. You've got it backwards, haven't you? That's what's happened here. That's the trick. See, of all this time he was walking the wrong way. How did he find the thing in the first place? How did he not realise? Feel that. Guy just did a total like reveal, like it isn't there mind ripper when he pops up and screams in the background like think what the fuck. That's the Mr. Poe doing the voice of the creature. It's all bright lights and fucking vents like. I don't think bordering that border the windows up in the house. So he's going to scratch at that implant. Implant has come out. He's not stupid. Paul has been totally slashed down the back. Excuse me. Here comes a cold, innit? What the fuck is he shadowboxing? What's he going on? Oh, he's going to get you. That was convenient. He fell through the fucking manhole cover under him. So we literally got 4 chapters left. He is literally trying to crawl out of the sewer. And the creature's just appeared. The creature didn't come down the same chute of him, he's just ran down. Has he got a shotgun? I don't know where he's just got the fucking shotgun from. Oh, got a bit of a... Oh, bright light, bright light. So bright light, he's fell backwards, fades back to the apartment on the TV. That was a bit weird, that dissolve, you know. Say what, it's proper court, right? Now she's got a shotgun, it was lying on the settee. I don't know where they were. I don't even know what happened. He must have lost his Well, I hope I don't get any copyright claim with that, because that random music was fucking well weird. So he's fell asleep. He's walked out the sewer. Massive gash in his back. Oh, stumbling along. Oh right, there's a gang hanging out, isn't there? Planet Earth, man. The guy's just hanging out, having a blunt. Walking like a zombie, the guy, man. Oh, well, he fell down the hole, but he hasn't lost the track. He hasn't lost the tracking beacon. I am tired tonight. I'm so tired. Oh, that's right. Shoot a homeless woman. He's lost the tracking beacon. Aye, fuck now.
Where'd you get this?
I found it on the street.
When?
I don't know, but you can keep it. It's real valuable.
Jesus.
One lady has found and already stored it in a box. I like what the negative they've done. Sure. I'm yawning. I'm sorry. Negative effect. So I'm sure it takes place in like a little country place. Oh, Einstein's back on the keyboard. It's here. Of course it would pull the power out. I love that though, that looks class. Looks like a Machine Head video of that, like fucking blue light coming through, boarded up windows and a fucking fan. doubt it. There's them canes again. 5 random canes up against the wall. But I don't know what's going on there. So why didn't he answer for the jump scare that it was him? Oh, it's a fucking doctor. I thought he was dead as well. Oh my god. Less than 10 minutes left of me yawning. So it's all culminated to the flat. The one-eyed doctor and the one-armed doctor as well. Creature's just been blown out the window with a shotgun.
But he spared me. He doesn't want to be seen. But he felt compassion.
Why are you doing this?
I think they're about to turn into a fucking werewolf or something.
You just have to give him the dog. And the killing will stop. Now come on, Barbara, be reasonable. Give me the dog.
The dog run, doggy. Lots of digital breakup there. just so happened to shoot a hole in the wall that she could escape. Confrontation now between the father and the creature again.
Been hurt. I want to help you. Listen, the dog. It's right in there. You can have him. I created you both. I want you to have him.
Backhand and uppercut. Get down. See, he's even like got like webbish feet. The creature. He's not like a baboon.
No, you can't. I'm the only one who cares about you.
He's about to get impaled onto it. Right in the back. That's some gore, but it makes no sense why you let him live. To now impale him, and now he's going to DI him. Where the fuck? Hang on a minute. What the fuck was he even impaled on? This is the woman's apartment. She's got a tree with arrows all sticking up out, which I don't remember seeing for the rest of the film. 5 canes was one thing, but There goes some nice. He fucking run through the wall like a shotgun going off. Yeah, it's this massive, like, gigantic head, and it's definitely a different design fully. They're going to get the old-fashioned punch through the wall to grab them when they're not realising it. I know exactly where you are on the other side of this wall. And I'm going to punch through and try to grab you. I don't know why he's just running like a weird Frankenstein creature. I mean, what's that about? Oh, it's they say put the original creature in the way that was kind of done. Instead, I was like that. He looks like he shit himself. He's running like I was just running the toilet before. I mean, come on. Yeah, that's stopped now. It's in the elevator, mate. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. The dog's climbing up the ladders. Okay, it is a super smart dog. Yep. The dog is climbing vertically up a fucking elevator shaft on the ladders. When they're obviously like, they must be just on the floor. Considering it's just fucking stepped off. Now scream when he's about to get you at the door. It always happens that, doesn't it? You know, like, if you shut the door quick, there's nothing else on that roof, but that bit of wood was just enough handy to just block that door shut. Oh, and lucky the other door was locked. So now we're on the top of the roof. Hand is over the edge. Oh, sneak attack. Dog versus creature. It's on. Oof. Dog takes the head. See again, the dog gets injured. Like it does in the other movie. Horrible that one, you know the dog's hurt. And all I can do is sit down with it. We return of Paul. He just runs and does a flying hash cross body. What happened to his shotgun? Oh, he's got the shotgun in his hand. Wait, not anymore. Oh, uppercut and he falls off the roof. What's he got in his hand? Oh, just jumped and stabbed him on the back of the neck. Is that it? No, it's going to have one jump scare in it. It looks like it's still moving. Ever so slightly. Yeah, of course it's going to sit up behind him. Takes a flyer. The guy looks like he's really struggling to walk in that. It's like he almost can't see. I know, yeah. Shotgun. Shotgun into electrical fucking generator. And I think that spells the end of the creature. Semi-electrocuted. I mean, there it does look a little similar to the creature, but it's the whole hair thing, you know. And obviously this is pretty much the scene using for the poster. A bit more sympathy for the creature there as well, though. I mean, that looks pretty good. You know, it wants to die. It knows it's a fucking... Oh, see, again, though, this is what's good here. The dog goes over and gives the creature his teddy bear. Because he knows he's going to die, so he makes sure have his teddy bear in his hand. And that's something the book really covers, and I think that's a nice... Oh, that doesn't make any sense. But no, that's something carried really over from the book. And they're just letting him die. He knows he's going to die. He dies peacefully with his teddy bear in his hand. And you feel sad for the creature. It does look like the creature from Black Lagoon, though, on steroids. So. So we've got like 3 minutes left here. We are probably going to have some very fast end credits. Cops are turning up. They're now a couple of Einstein. Fade to black. No conclusion. Credits come up. There we go. That's Watchers 2, really. Outsider was Thomas D. Boss D was also the voice, I think. Yeah, Jeffrey, the lead professor. I did enjoy that movie, as I said. I think if you take the creature from the original, and let's have a look at the dog, actually, because the dog's called Decatur. Because if we have a look at the dog here, check the dog's IMDb here. Let's have a look. Decker the dog, as Einstein is only known for Watches 2, I think. Yep. It's a different dog from the first movie. Still gets an IMDb credit. I've got one more on the dog. I'm doing good. But yeah, so the end credits roll. Basic black background, white font, higher, bigger font for artists, you know. But yeah, maybe I think it could be doing a little bit shorter. I think it should be taken down to the half an hour mark in certain places. Some bits were a bit longer. It basically starts off strong and then it sort of dips a bit. I think it borrows too much from the first movie. It almost remakes the first movie. It established that this was trying to go somewhere else. Only even though it was only a couple of years later. You know, there's no crossover between the two movies where Einstein's What Happened to Travis, and then borrows a lot of elements from the book that, you know, were missing. But as I say, the first one was really just catered around Corey Haim's fame at the time. It could have been a good sequel in a way, you know, but The Outsider there we go. Tony Pope, The Outsider's voice. Wow, he had 2 credits massively apart there. But yeah, All the Way with Jesus, written and performed by Michael and Brenda Stutton. Cherry Lips, Q and the Indian. Right. No animals were harmed or mistreated in the production of the film. Did you not see the lab raid? Copyright 99, New Horizon Films, along with Concord. Story names, coincidence. Recorded in ultra stereo. So it's the end of the podcast. I've been Stephen Mason. Thank you very much for listening. I hope you like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Podcasts or just rants, there's a lot of content on there as well. But for now, I personally would recommend Watches. If you can get a hold of the box set, it's awesome. But thanks for watching. Goodbye.